Alright, so this is to walk you through creating your Cengage account. So right now I'm just going to walk you through the whole process. There's 2 slides we're going to look at, and then there's a recording of me actually setting up an account. So you just watch this whole video in its entirety if you have it, so you can set it up. But first you have to go to Cengage. You have to set up your Cengage account. So you go to login.cengagebrain.com. Firefox is your preferred browser. Click on Don't Have an Account, follow the instructions, and don't forget to record your password somewhere. There's a great password app to use. Next, go to the Webassign net. So you get out of Cengage, go to webassign.net, click on Login. A screen with 2 different logins appears. One's on the left, one's on the right. You're going to choose the one on the left, which is Webassign. I've already set your Webassign account up. Your login is your Freedom Student ID. The institution is freedom.ca, and your password is your Freedom Student ID. Okay, as soon as you log in, you'll be immediately redirected to merge the 2 accounts. So here's where you type in the Cengage account, the account you set up yourself this morning, and then you click link, and they should be merged, and you can get in and do your homework. Okay, good luck. Okay, so I've opened up a browser. I opened up Explorer. I opened up Explorer because everything that I'm using for Cengage and Webassign is on my Firefox, and so you guys should go ahead and use Firefox, but I want my stuff to pop up, so I'm going to use Internet Explorer for you. But sometimes when you're doing the homework on Webassign, it'll need Adobe, and it works better when you're using Firefox. Okay? So we're going to go to this website, and the website that we're going to is login.cengagebrain. So login.cengagebrain. So all one word, login.cengagebrain.com. And hopefully we go there. Okay, and then let me show you with my cursor. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. So right here, you're gonna you're gonna click on Don't Have an Account. So I'm gonna go back to this, and I'm gonna click on Don't Have an Account. And then it's going to ask for your email address. So I set up an email address. Well, it has to be a real email address. It can't be fake, but if you just want to set up a Gmail that you're only using for this, that's fine. And I set it up just so I set my own Gmail up just so I could show you how to work this. So here's my account. It's NewtonPythagoras at Gmail. Oops. Newton Pythagoras at Gmail, and I believe it's .com, right? It is, it's .com. And then I'm going to click Create New Account. Okay, and now I'm going to type in my first name, and so my first name is Newton, and my last name is Pythagoras. And again, you have to use your real first names and real last names. Okay, and then I need a password. So you can set up your password however you like. If I set one up for you, I would do your first name, Newton, and then a capital N, and then the number 1. But you have to have at least one capital, one number, and it has to be between 6 to 17. Okay, but you should do that. But please make sure you write down your password. If you don't write down your password, you have to go through all the trouble of finding it again. So please record it somewhere. There's some cool password apps that you can get for free on your phone. Okay, and then I have to type it again. And then you have to select a security question. If I set your account up for you and I set it up for two of you, so you guys could get started because you were out of town, you say, I picked what is your pet's name, whether you have a pet or not, and your answer is Spot. So when you're changing your account, the two that I set it up for, I chose what is your pet's name, and it was Spot. And then I'm going to say I have read and agreed to the Cengage service agreement. You can choose if you want to get these discounts and promotions. I'm going to say no because this is just a testing account for me. I'm not going to use it all the time. And I'm going to create my account. Now I have to remember the password that I used. So remember it was Newton1. Okay, my Gmail was newtonpythagoras@gmail.com. So now I'm going to hit create my account. Okay, and so I'm in here, and we'll talk more about what you can do once you're in Cengage. Oh no, we have to find your institution. I did forget that, so we do have to do this. So we need to select a location, and we're in the United States. Okay, and then I'm going to select a high school because it needs to find Freedom. So we're looking for Freedom, and within 25 miles is the smallest. And then I'm going to put my zip code, and then I'm going to say find. And then here, you're going to have to scroll down, and let me move this guy over here so I can scroll. So I'm going to keep scrolling down until I get to Freedom. Oh, there we are, Freedom High School, Oakley, California. So I'm going to click on that. And then I have to keep scrolling down all the way to the bottom. And I'm going to say continue, because that's the school. Okay, and then let me see what else is happening here. Okay, yeah. Anyway, and I think that's all we do in this account. So we've got the account, we know that it's Freedom. So I'm going to go ahead and pause. Okay, so I went to a new website. It is called Webassign.net. It's right here. Circle it so you can see. There's Webassign.net. So there, I typed that in. All you need is a Webassign.net, none of that other stuff. Okay. And then I'm going to go down here and I'm going to sign in to Webassign using the account that I set up for you. So your Webassign account that I set up for you consists of your username is your student ID, your Freedom student ID. So that's your username. And your password is also your Freedom student ID number. And then it asks for the institution, and the institution is freedom.ca. So I set up my own fake student ID number. It's 4018268, 4018268. So I'm going to type that in, and I'm going to type freedom.ca, and then I'm going to type in 4018268. And then I'm going to hit sign in. Okay, and then it brings me to link Cengage account. So now I have to link it with my Cengage account. So I just set up my Cengage account, and remember my email address was newtonpythagoras@gmail.com, and my password was my capital N for Newton, and then Newton1. Now again, you're going to have your own email and password, and then you click sign in. And now it'll link the two accounts. So now your Webassign account that I set up for you and your Cengage account are linked. Okay, now after your accounts are linked, you always sign in with the Cengage. So you're never going to sign in with Webassign again. So I'm going to click link accounts. And now I'm in. Now just to show you how I get back in, I'm going to clear the screen. I'm going to close this browser, and I'm going to open up the browser again, and I'm going to go to Webassign. I'm still going to go to webassign.net to log in. And then I type in login. Now there's two sides, the Webassign side, and I'm not signing in through the Webassign side, so I no longer use the Webassign side. So I'm going to X that out so you can see don't use this side anymore, no more, right? Instead, you're always going to use this side right here. Get it out of that. Okay. And so right here, I'm going to type in my email. So remember, it was Newton Pythagoras at gmail.com. And remember, my password was capital N Newton 1. Okay, and so we're in. Oh, let me clear the screen again. Okay, so here we are, we're in, and let me show you how to do your homework. So let me move that out of the way a little, arrow this down so we can see. So these are your first two homework assignments that you have to complete. This one right here is getting started with Webassign Calculus. It's just a tutorial on how to type in your answers because you have to type them in a certain way. So it's just a tutorial. And then this is the homework assignment on section 1.1. So I'm going to show you how to get in. So getting started with Webassign Calculus. Let me clear the screen again. And then I'm going to go over to rectangular. Oh, somehow I didn't get the mouse. I got the mouse. I'm going to go over to getting started with Webassign Calculus. And so it gives me a brief description. Arrow that over a little, arrow down. So right here it says multiple choice exercise option button. Select your response by clicking one of the option buttons. To change your answer, click another option button. To have Webassign grade your answer, click submit answer. So this is just for practice. So it's saying select the option called this is the correct answer. So this is the correct answer. Okay, and then I'm going to submit answer. And do you see how I have this little green arrow right here? That tells me it's correct. Okay, now I'm going to go out of here and go back to my assignments. And I didn't finish that assignment, right? So when I go back to my assignments, or home, either one, let's do it at home, let's see what happens. Since I didn't save anything, let's see what happens if I go back. So it still has a green right here on that first question, so it automatically saved it. Okay? And then I'm just going to, you can click through all these, whatever, and then at the very bottom, you're going to hit submit assignment, or you can save assignment progress. I'm just going to hit submit assignment. I know I didn't answer everything, right, but I submitted it. And let's go up to the top and see what happens. I've never done this, so I'm not sure what's going to happen. And when I go home, doesn't really say, so I don't know if it really got submitted or not. You wouldn't be submitting it incomplete anyway, but at some point I imagine we'll figure out what's up. Okay, so then the other assignment you need to complete by Wednesday, August 9th, and here's the due dates for them, is the rectangular coordinates. Then on Monday, I'm going to be teaching you 1-2 graphs of equations, and so you'll have assignment for that, which will also be due August 9th. So I'd be working on these tonight or tomorrow, okay? All right, good luck, and text me if you have any questions.